Hey Libra, this is your general tarot reading for Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of August. Libra, this is going to be a really nice month for you. Why? Because it seems this month there's a whole lot of success coming your way for the hard work that you've been doing, maybe in pursuing something to do with your career or something to do with a dream that you really wanted to come alive. Some vision that you had for your life, some vision that you've been really working hard on. This is the month where you get celebrated. This is the month where you're seen, where you're noticed, where you could achieve some level of fame and popularity. You know, going for interviews maybe last month or the last couple of months, this could be the moment where you get all the calls back, where the phone is going nuts because they all want you. This is the month where maybe if your work is on social media, you have a business page on social media, this could be where you become extra popular. People are coming to your page. People are liking what you're doing. There's a real feeling of getting noticed by a large group of people, and they like, no, not just like, they love what you're doing. And that's very strong to do with your work, Libra, but not necessarily. This could be a real moment where you've decided, I need to get out. I need to be more involved with my friends. I need to open up my social sphere. I need people to see what I'm creating. I need people to see me. I need people to notice the things that I've been building in my life, the projects that I've been working on in my life. This is where it all gets noticed. So congratulations, Libra. There is a certificate coming your way. There is a medal coming your way. There is applause coming your way. And hopefully there's a promotion coming your way. A kind of a leveling up somehow for something in your life. Now I'm focusing strongly on work and the things you're creating, but it doesn't have to be that, Libra. It's like there's an accomplishment and it's visible for everybody to see. You've changed home maybe, and now you're in a new community, and the new community now are embracing you, inviting you to things, and you're saying, I now feel noticed, I feel seen. And that's very, very nice. I like it, Libra. You feel noticed and seen. And also this month, you feel that you're quite the influential person this month. Libra has that whole vibe. You're giving off that aura of being somebody who is influential. Maybe with your style, with the words that you're saying, with what you're selling or what you're sharing or what you're doing. It's like the thing that you're pushing with personally this month seems to influence a lot of people. They like your style, they like the cut of your jib, Libra, they love it. Now, Jupiter going direct this month is also really nice for you on August 11th. It's a moment where you stop doubting your ideas. You're now getting some level of applause or acclaim, or you're being noticed, and it makes you feel good, Libra. And there's a real moment where you say, I'm never going to doubt again that my ideas are not just valid, but really worth pushing forward with. I do have the skills. I can make something more. I've done this one thing and I've achieved a level of success. Why stop here? And why doubt that I can't make more of this? Say Jupiter wants to expand in Sagittarius, which is about expanding to more and more and more people, to broadening something out. And it's the level of ideas that you have, the level of connections, networking, maybe even traveling. I should and I will do more of this. And I'm not going to doubt again that I don't have the mind for it, the intelligence for it, or the connections to trust that if I do something big, do I have the right people who might connect me and plug me in to go on to some next level? You do. So it's like I don't doubt that anymore. It's like I've built up the right connections within my network of friends, within my work network, my community network, and I can trust this network, or even on social media, I can trust this network to help me even make my dreams go further. So that's really nice, trusting a bunch of people to help you make some great big vision you have go further and further and further. I love it, Libra. That's gorgeous. There's a bit of magic going on there. A few cards coming out. Yeah, let me see what these two are. Yeah. And this one, very nice. So, what else do we have going on? The other thing we have is the full moon in Aquarius on August 15th. This could be a real moment where you're saying, you know what, I need to be more creative. I'm happy when I'm creative. I don't feel happy when I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I don't feel happy when I'm following the trends, following the herd. In everything in my life, where I live, the work that I do, the clothes that I wear, the things that I study, the roads that I'm taking in my life, I'm not really happy doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. I would really love to be more creative, to be more expressive in my unique and individual way. And now I can do that with the confidence that other people will cheer me on, and other people will like my ideas, will like my style, will like what I'm creating, will like the stuff that I'm coming up with. And I've done this somewhat myself. So there's that real need, that real urge, that real feeling of, I'm going to find something in myself that makes me happy, that is beautiful in my life. And I will share that with lots and lots of people. So that's very, very nice, Libra. I like that. Sorry, Libra. The other thing that the full moon could be bringing up for you too, for those of you who, I don't know, you might feel that a new relationship that you might have started, something that might be recent or new, that it's probably not going the way that you want it to go, that you're not feeling the beauty in it, the love in it, the romance in it. And there might be a real moment where you say, I probably need to call this a day. I'm not getting what I need from that. So it's time maybe for some of you who might have started a recent relationship that's not working out well to kind of say, I think I need something that brings me more love, that brings me more happiness, and you might start really feeling that you could attract somebody a little bit more loving, a little bit more your style, Libra, okay? For those of you in a relationship this month, again, there could be that real moment of, you know what, we really need to get back to this real loving feeling, to this romance, to this, not being stuck just doing day-to-day things, not doing the same things over and over, but actually bringing back the love, bringing back the romance, and bringing back the good vibes here between the two of us, and actively doing stuff to make that happen, Libra. So that's very nice, and I'm glad that card jumped out just as we're talking about that. Now, as we go into the second half of the month, everything shifts into the 12th house. Mars, Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and August 30th, there is another new moon. We've 2 new moons this month in Virgo, in the 12th house. And this is really prepping you for your birthday season, Libra. This is a real moment in the second half of the month where you need a lot of quiet time to chill, relax, just work on your own, work privately, be in a kind of very healing space too. If you need to sleep, sleep. If you need to cancel appointments and just have a lot of me time, then do it. This is real effort going into just taking care of you and to slowing things right down so you can prepare yourself to build up your energy a little bit before your birthday season actually starts to come in, Libra. So a lot of focus on getting back in touch with what you need spiritually, and maybe even what you need to let go of over the last year. Maybe there's been a lot of challenges, a lot of things going on in your life, and this is kind of like, let's wrap it up. Let's examine this. Let's feel this out so we know what we're letting go of before the birthday season really starts kicking in, I do want you to be cautious, say from around the 21st onwards, of what you're giving your money to, what you're spending on, because there could be a moment here, Libra, of spending money and it just goes into a bit of a bottomless pit. I want you to be a bit more alert with your spending, say from the 21st onwards, so that you're not lending somebody money and you won't see it again, that you're not giving money to something and it just disappears and you say, well, that was a waste, you know. So just be cautious, as I said, from the 21st onwards with your money and also with your energy. Don't be giving your energy away to people or things unnecessarily. This is more about conserving your energy, building, kind of recharging your energy rather than letting it go, you know. I see around the 29th there could be finally some ideas that you kind of say, well, I'm not running with those ideas anymore. I'm going to let them go too. Because by the time the month ends, I really feel strongly, Libra, that you're in just a more relaxed place, a quieter place, even a psychic place. It just has to be quiet. It has to be alone time. There needs to be some solitude. So do you see the dynamic shift in the whole month? It's a real shift. It's like going from success, applause, well done, having great influence. And then it shifts after the full moon into thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Now I'm going to disappear for about 2 weeks. And when I come back, I'll have new ideas and new things ready to show you, you know. And it's very positive. So if your energy is a little bit at the second half of the month, go with it. This is a pre-birthday gift. See it as that. And just find your tempo, find your rhythm again in that kind of softer space, Libra. I like it. Now, before we get to the cards, Libra, I do want to talk about one last thing. August 12th, we have Uranus retrograding in Taurus in your 8th house. And this could be a real moment, really, Libra, when you get a bit of a bird's eye view. Uranus is way high up in the sky and kind of bringing you with him to let you see something that you might not have seen before. And it could be to do with partnerships, working partnerships, friendships, how you relate to your family, or even your love relationships. There could be an element of toxicity there in one of those corners that needs to go. And it needs to go because you'll be shown what is toxic. And more than that, Uranus will be saying to you, how did you allow this to become okay? Why have you allowed this to be just like a normal thing when it's not really acceptable? There could be with the 8th house an issue of, as I said, toxicity, people being very manipulative, people being very overbearing, maybe even bullying in some cases, people who have too much involvement in your happiness. You know, they can get to dictate whether your day goes good or bad. They can get to dictate whether your life is happy or unhappy. It's like allowing other people, however they are, family, friends, work, relationships, it's like allowing somebody else in to have that level of control over how you feel or how your life in general goes. There's an unhealthiness about that, Libra. And the thing I feel very strongly is what's being checked here is, why is it normal? Why is it okay? Why, when somebody comes into your life and is toxic or dramatic or tries to constantly bring you down, why do you say, well, okay, it's fine, they'll get over it, they'll be fine, give them some food, they'll be fine. You know, they're not angry, they're just hungry, they just need something to eat. It's this thing of making excuses for very, very toxic behavior, Libra, really. And the big question will be, why? And with Uranus retrograding, he might give you these flashes in your mind. You don't know why, you don't know where it's coming from, but it could be, for example, say when you were younger, a teenager, for example, and maybe one or both of your parents were going through a very, very difficult time. a divorce or something going on in their life or something, and they were expressing trauma, and you could have found yourself tiptoeing around them as the child saying to the adult, you know, you'll be okay, you'll be fine, everything will work out, it's going to be good. And then when that passes, you're left with this habit of seeing people going through crisis, or seeing people going through drama, or seeing people going through something heavy and intense, and going in and kind of joining up with them to keep that behaviour going, to kind of say, oh, you'll be fine, you'll be okay, when really what they should be doing is taking care of that themselves. There's almost the feeling here, Libra, of some of you, not all of you, having that sudden wake-up call that you at times can get involved with people in whatever field in your life who are maybe even narcissists, maybe toxic, maybe people who don't ever want you to fix their problem. They just want you to be involved in their continuous drama that they will never fix. They will never fix it. They will never get over their own psychological shit. But what they need is somebody like you who will come in and constantly rub them and say, it'll be fine. I know, I understand you. I remember when my parent went through something similar. Blah, blah, it'll be fine. I'm good at this. I'm good at fixing this shit. And this is why I'm really pushing this with you, Libra, before I get the last 3 cards, is this might come up. And there's a real moment here. See the balance? You're always Libra, the scales. There's a real moment where some of you could say, I'm really going to face this and I'm really going to deal with this. I'm not going to let some toxicity maybe from my past keep influencing my current situation. If I once dealt with a very vengeful, spiteful, bitter, toxic person, I'm not going to now be constantly reacting positively or negatively in my current life situations because of that. I'm going to fix it, okay? So that's some of you. But on the other side of the scale, some of you will really want to shut down, really not want to see this. Some of you may want to say, oh, that was then, what's the point of looking in the past? What's the point, you know? And ignore it. And what that will be like, Libra, it'll be like in your kitchen, your sink flooding, and you're saying, I'm rising above this. I'm not going to fix it, but I'll rise above it. I'm not going to walk on the floor where there's all water. I'm not going to fix the problem. I'm just going to climb up on the countertop. See, I'm above everything. I can do my work from here. I'm above it, and I don't have to deal with that. So there's a bit of a moment here, Libra, that I can't tell you what to do. If you find that it's healthier for you to ignore it now and maybe deal with it later, hopefully, I can't judge that. I would hope that when this stuff flashes into your life where you say, I have been carrying other people's shit with me for too long. I must fix this in order to be like the new moon in Leo in the 11th house, in order to have that future vision and make that dream come true. This is my dream I want to come true. And I can't be carrying other people's bags of shit with me into my future. I must fix this first. My first priority is to fix me rather than to fix other people who don't seem to want to put the work into fixing their own psyche. Okay, so that's very strong. And I'm sorry that I went very long with that. And the last 3 cards came out just as I finished that. But that's something that you seem to be dealing with. But as I see you coming out stronger at the end of the month, I like it, Libra. Okay, finally, let's go over to your big grand overview, Libra. Ta-da! There are your cards. So, this is a Mars in Leo card. Mars is in Leo until August 18th. And again, this is a feeling, despite all this wonderful success that you have, Libra, there's to me a feeling like the fear of not being able to keep it going. And the fear, Libra, I'm sorry to say this, but for some of you, the fear that somebody significant in your life is going to ruin your success. But what I feel here, I feel that there is a moment of aggression. This is air. This is that moment of getting back up on the steed and saying, you're challenging me. This is my moment of success. This is my moment to shine. And you want to ruin this? You want to tell me why my idea wasn't good enough? Look, everybody else seems to think it was good enough. Why can't you? Why do you always want me to get into your drama just at the very moment when I'm flying high? Oh, Libra, I felt that. Oh, I felt that. It's that thing of, and here we are again. I am at a very good, happy, successful moment in my life, and in you come with you wanting me to pay attention to a negative in your life. How is that? Why is this always a pattern? Don't you see that you do this to me? That you can't just, oh Libra, I'm getting very angry about this. It's not, I feel you getting angry about this. It's like, why don't I stand up for myself when this happens? It's like that moment where you recognize a pattern. Here it is. Here is the pattern. Here's my success. Here's me shining. Here's me going out with my friends to celebrate over a glass of champagne, over something, whatever. Here's me saying, look what I've done. And there I have to stop and turn around because you're not celebrating me. Why? Why? Why have I not defended myself against this before? Why have I not noticed this before? Why have I not seen that pattern? And as we go into Virgo energy, the second half of the month, into the 12th house, I see you really using that energy to say, this is going to stop. This has to be put to an end. This is unwelcome in my life anymore. Really, the energy I'm feeling, Libra, is so strong. I wasn't expecting that. With the strong Uranus energy, it's kind of unexpected stuff that crops up like this. It's a wake-up call. I never noticed before that every time I am up, you're there to bring me down. And I feel it, Libra. I feel the first 2 weeks in the month, you don't really quite know what to do with this realization. You don't quite know how to handle it. It's almost like, for some of you, there's an element of denial. I have to say that. And then for others, it's a case of, I need time to think about this, but I can't think about it. It's almost like the first 2 weeks, there it is, but every time you try to think about it, you're not able to. Things are getting in the way. Your success is getting in the way, which is a really positive thing. Positive things are getting in the way of you rolling up your sleeves and dealing with this in the first 2 weeks. But that can't be put off for long. You will have to deal with this. And again, I see you being very tempted, Libra. And I mean, this is your choice. This is your life. I mean, if this is the way it has to be, then so be it. I see you very tempted to do the, well, I'm going to brush that under the carpet. I'm not going to, I can do nothing about it. There's that feeling too. Well, what can I do about it? Nothing I can do about it. I better just keep it going the way it's going. Nothing I can do. Yeah. But then we have Venus in Virgo here, and that's happening on August 21st. Venus does go into Virgo, into the 12th house, where I feel around the 21st, that's the time, that's the real moment where you get to turn this around and say, I need this quiet time. You may even need to go away on your own, or even just to have a major time out from everybody, to ask those big, deep questions. Why, when I am giving so much, is there always that one person who wants to take that away from me? Why do they want to do it? And is it them or is it me? Is it actually that person, or is it me feeling the need to have that dynamic in my life. Okay, so maybe that's for some of you. I don't want to go too deep down into that, but I do feel you asking a lot of very deep questions from the 21st onwards about this thing. Why do I have these people circling me? They cannot let me celebrate. And it's just that thing again, Libra, sorry to repeat myself, it's that thing of, I see it. Every time I win, they want me to focus on them. Strong narcissistic vibes going on here, whoever this is. And it could even be a carryover, maybe from the past, still living with that pattern. Anyway, you will get to have that moment to think about it. Also, I see for many of you, at the start of the month, on a very positive note, I see really good things happening with your money, happening with your finances. There could be some great financial reward, and you literally outstanding in your field. The applause is coming, and there could be some financial recompense for that. I like that, Libra. I like it. So do you see there's a real flow here happening. Uranus is throwing in a lot of curveballs. And you're saying, well, hold on a minute. You're saying, is there always that one person who kind of, when I'm feeling good, wants to throw something in? Wouldn't that be Uranus? No, I think Uranus is trying to open your eyes and show you patterns, show you things that as we go into Virgo season, these are the things you need to clean up and tidy up. So that's quite deep, Libra. Now, mid-month, I see you raring to go again. Maybe for those of you in a relationship, you and your partner mid-month, really going on some journey of love, going on a vacation, going on a mini break, just saying, come on, let's do this thing. There's been something positive going on in our lives. Let's just take a break. Let's just do something that makes us happy. Let's bring the love back, the romance back. You and me. There's a real feeling of you and me. Let's do something together. Let's celebrate my success together. So there's a good vibe between you and your partner for those in a relationship, wanting to travel, wanting to expand, wanting to do something more, and having great creative fun with it and romantic kind of moments with that. That's very sweet. And for the singles, could it be two things? Short distance travel, maybe with a group of friends, going away somewhere with a group of friends for the weekend, or doing something fun with a group of people, and you stepping out of your comfort zone to do it. You kind of say, no, this isn't my usual thing. I don't like doing this type of thing, but I'll do it. And then you could find somebody that is very, very, very interesting. Somebody that you could fall in love with, Libra. So, I like that. But Libra, mid-month, after that nice feeling, which props you up again. You see, we're balanced, the Libra scales. Don't we always have to deal with this shit, Libra? Up and down, up and down. Let's try to balance it. But this is different. This is saying, let's not try to find a happy balance here. Let's look at the scale and see what you can throw off that scale. See if there's too much ballast here. Throw some of this heavier shit out. And I do feel, Libra, it's either somebody that you're in a creative project with, it could be a work thing. They're too heavy. They're just too heavy. They're not pulling their weight. Somebody in your life, family, friend, lover, partner, whoever it is, they're not pulling their weight. And they are blocking you from moving forward and doing very progressive things in your life. You have, it seems, somebody hanging around who's a bit of a dead weight. And it wouldn't be so bad if that's all they were, but it's worse than that. More than being just a dead weight, they are also criticizers. They are also the ones who want your energy, who want to drain you. I'm sorry to hear that, Libra. But the good news is, I did say the good news, this is a real moment where you don't say, oh, well, they're just like that sometimes. This is the moment, say, rising above it, right from the top and saying, where is this all out of balance? Am I fooling myself trying to balance this situation when really I need to just throw those heavier rocks off that scale? It just doesn't measure up anymore. It doesn't make sense anymore. And maybe some decisions. Do I feel the decisions are coming this month? I don't know. I certainly feel that you're thinking about it and at least beginning to see it this month. But here, Libra, this is what I see by the end of the month. Again, something more to celebrate. The end of the month, it could be another party, something that public speaking, something that you're doing, something that makes you happy. There definitely is a get together with a bunch of people where there are good times, maybe some, wine flowing, maybe something like that. There are places for you to go and places where you are celebrated and rewarded for something. And this again makes you feel stronger, and it makes you feel like you can make clearer decisions on something. I feel a fellow air sign is helping you. I think you're getting a lot of help, maybe even from another Libra. Somebody who you can have a really great discussion with, a really great chat with, somebody who's on your wavelength. It could be even somebody who is a professional, like a legal professional. They could also be your friend. Somebody who has a profession, a business, legal. They're like very, very qualified, very educated people. And you really seem to trust their opinion. They have a very good outlook in life. And they always make sense to you, Libra. Towards the end of the month, I see you talking with them, maybe within a social setting, with a group of people, and some great ideas come that make you feel better in yourself. And Libra, again, whatever's going on, I just even feel you leaving the month. It's almost like taking a new direction, with a new opportunity, with a new commitment to keeping your dream alive, with a new commitment to pushing forward and working hard to make some vision even bigger and broader. But you've to change tack for a victory. You've to kind of walk around a situation, come at it from a different angle, see it from a whole different point of view. And that's where your success comes. I also feel for some of you, you're getting very, very, very tired of walking around, treading on eggshells with somebody who's quite aggressive, maybe, who loses their temper. They could have Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in the fire signs, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Or just in general, they're quite explosive. And you're saying, maybe that's what I need to change. I need to stop walking on eggshells around them and just kind of rear up a little bit and say, if you're in my way, then you're in my way. Get out of my way and let me move forward. So there's confidence coming back here, but there is a key person, a good friend, somebody who can advise you, somebody whose wisdom you trust at the end of the month, who seems to spur you onwards into making a good, positive, healthy decision with some situation that it's almost like it's time now, Libra, to address this. It's time to stop this toxicity from always creeping into your happiness. And why should it? Because you're being given so many great gifts, even before your birthday, of this success. Why let those fears, why let that darkness, why let that be part of your success? Now, being Libra, I understand that you're good at allowing positive and negative, the scales. You're good at maybe needing a bit of darkness to counterweight your kind of moments at times. I get it, but also you need to be a good judge of what you need and who you need in your life right now, Libra, because I feel you, and I even feel the energy of you coming out, or at least beginning to come out of this thing of being under somebody else's shadow and being under somebody else's aggression, stepping out of the damage even that somebody else has done or persistently does in your life. And with the help of, it seems, good friends, at least one key good friend or ally, you come out of strong air energy. You come out of this with a whole new way of seeing it, and you're ready to take it on. So that's the kind of general vibe, Libra. So there's a lot going on. Now, you know these are just the general readings, my love. To get into the details to do with your relationship for the couples, to do with the singles, to see if there is this kind of true romance coming into you mid-month, for your work, your career, your money, for your family situations. We open all of that up, Libra, in the VIMEO readings, and they're all linked below there in the description box. Come along and let's get into the details of those things if you need more clarity, and we'll open it up together and see what we can find. Yeah, the VIMEO readings all linked down there below, Libra. Come along. I'm going to leave it at that, my beauty. And even though I felt those strong energies, I feel confident with you, and I feel that you've got some good ally with you towards the end of the month that I'm very happy for, because I feel like they give you some great wisdom and some good common sense logic, that whatever they say, it just makes sense, you know, and that spurs you on into something that helps you make a decision. So Libra, as I said, I will leave it at that, my beauty. And as always, I will leave you with all my love and a great big kiss from me to you. Mwah. Until next month, my beauty. Bye.